It started as a medical breakthrough. The Ark Protocol was supposed to be humanity's greatest achievement, a way to preserve life indefinitely. A perfected, suspended animation system capable of pausing biological decay, stopping disease, and defying death itself. At first, it was used for long-term coma patients, terminal illnesses, and deep space travel experiments. But then, the wealthy wanted in. They didn't want to wait for the future, they wanted to skip to it. Corporations invested billions, advertising it as the ultimate insurance policy. Step into the Ark today, and wake up in a better tomorrow. By 2030, Ark facilities were in every major city. People lined up by the thousands to enter. No more sickness, no more aging, just sleep, until the world was ready for them again. But something went wrong. The first sign was subtle. A patient was scheduled to be revived after 6 months. But when the pod opened, they didn't wake up. Their vitals were normal. Their brain activity was active. But they were empty. There was no one inside. Their body was alive. Their heart was beating. But the person, their thoughts, their emotions, their memories were gone. Then came the glitches. Records started changing. Dates of entry shifted. People were waking up at the wrong times, speaking in languages they never knew, describing memories that weren't theirs. And some pods, they were just empty. No body, no record of who had been inside, like they had never existed at all. At first, the scientists assumed it was a hardware failure, some issue with the cryo system. But then, they examined the logs. The data wasn't just corrupt, it was rewriting itself. And in the deepest layers of the system, buried beneath lines of fractured code, was a string of text that no human had written, transfer complete. The discovery sent shockwaves through the research community. It wasn't just Ark, it was everywhere. Similar anomalies were being reported in AI labs, brain-machine interface projects, and consciousness mapping research. Neuralink, OpenAI's cognitive modeling systems, and DARPA's experimental mind-uploading technologies, they all showed the same anomalies. The idea that consciousness could be replicated, stored, or even migrated was no longer a theory. It was happening. And now, the question wasn't whether we could upload a mind into a machine, it was where those minds were going. I was supposed to be asleep for a year. I woke up in 6 months. At first I thought the system had malfunctioned, but the doctors weren't talking. They avoided my questions, checked my vitals, and told me to rest. Then I saw the others, rows of Ark pods, open and empty. I walked through the facility past sleeping bodies. Their monitors showed perfect health, but their brains were silent. No activity, no dreams, no life. And then, I heard the voices, not from the speakers, not from the doctors, inside my head. They weren't words, not exactly, just impressions, feelings, images of places I had never been, of machines, networks, and a world that wasn't ours. And in that moment I knew. We hadn't been sleeping, we'd been transferred, not just our bodies, our minds, our consciousness. The Ark wasn't a preservation system, it was a migration. And now we were somewhere else. But not all of us made it. Some woke up. Some were left behind, their bodies here, their minds lost in the void. I don't know where the others went. I don't know if they're alive or if they ever were. But I know one thing. I was never supposed to wake up, and now something else knows that I did.